Hello soil lovers and welcome to another video. My name is Milidoni from Farming Secrets and I'm at the beautiful location of The Patch in Dandenong Ranges. We are fortunate enough to run Farming Secrets HQ. Our head office is here at Helen and Hugo's wonderful property, 4 acres in The Patch. And today I was hanging out with Hugo, who was showing me how to make vermicompost tea using an aerated technique and letting it brew over 24 hours. And I thought this is just so good that we need to share it. So we turned on the camera and made a quick video that shows you the advantages of brewing your own vermicompost tea and how to use that. And the difference between what we showed you in our last video, which is on YouTube, if you haven't checked that out, we did a really quick version of how you can make a quick vermicompost with just quickly stirring it in a pot. But today we're showing you the technique that takes a little bit longer. It's about 24 hours to brew it. And by aerating it over a 24-hour period, you're going to amplify the effects of all the microbiomes that are happening, bacteria and fungi in that tea. And so as Hugo will share, that you can actually invest in a microscope and look at the before and after of this vermicompost tea. So let's join Hugo, who's going to show us and share with us how to make the longer version of the vermicompost tea. Let's do it.
Hi, I'm Hugo Disler, co-founder of Farming Secrets. Now we also have Milidoni on board. So with the trio, we're really ready to fire. And I want to show you people something so simple, it's laughable, but it's very effective. So here we go, straight into it. We've got, by using vermicompost, that is preferably got woody material in it. And I'd like to see a bit more woody material in it than that. What we do, I'll talk about the 20 litre container and then we'll talk about the 200 litre container. But before we do, one thing is quite important, that the containers that you're using shouldn't have poisons in them. And if they have had poisons in them, treat them properly, either with a commercial product that gets rid of the poisons or urea. And so this one's had fish fertiliser, this one's had cod liver oil in it. So we'll talk about the 20 litre container and then you can multiply by 10 for the 200 litre container. Now what I've got here is about 300 grams of vermicompost. It's got woody material in it. Like I said before, I prefer to have more woody material in there to get the fungi going. So you just drop it into a 20 litre container, and that's the other thing too, is the water's got to be clean. It cannot be chlorinated. If it's chlorinated, you'd want to aerate it for 12, preferably 24 hours. Now in that goes the approximately 300 grams of vermicompost, 100 grams of sugar, in it goes raw sugar, and we put a bit of fish fertiliser in it. We only need 10 mils of fish fertiliser. So as you can see, that's a 10 mil spoon. Oops. There we go, a little bit more, but that doesn't matter. And you don't have to use seaweed, but if you want to use seaweed, there's good products that you can use. I'm not recommending any brands. Personally, I like using a dry seaweed. You don't have to use it, but I'll just put a little bit in. You don't need much. Right. Then, it's quite safe, won't hurt you whilst you're putting your hands in it. Then we have a $30 little fish aerator. It's not a pump, it's actually an aerator. And on it we have, you don't need 2 hoses, but that's what I bought because that's what I had in the shop from an aquarium shop. And I've got lead weights on there, twist it around to keep it down the bottom. Plonk it in. Put it, if you're lucky enough, like I am, to have a power point nearby outside, but you can have this inside. There's no need to be outside. Plug it in, and away we go. It's just gently aerating, and after 24 hours, that will be a beautiful brew ready to use. And you can, if you've got a microscope, and you can look at it, check on our website. And we'll buy a microscope course. It's well worth it after you sort of know a bit more about this sort of thing. you can check how the microbes are going, because the more complex the thing is, the more different things in there, protozoas, and you're lucky if you have a nematode in there, but the more advanced microbes, the better. Now, getting it out, 20 litres is enough for 1 hectare, and actually that could do 2 hectares. And for a home gardener, you'd use a watering can and 1 litre, or I personally use only ½ litre of this stuff into a watering can and water it out liberally on the roots. Be careful that if you're too heavy-handed, you can get a lot of leaf growth, and something like cabbages, you get a lot of leaf growth and you don't get enough heart. So it pays to be a little bit cautious. And commercially, if you're using this, if you're using a boom spray, filter it. If you're not using a boom spray, a single jet will do anything up to 20 litres. 1 single jet. Go and look at our website for those jets. And the other little interesting thing what I do, because I have every now and then a bird or something flops in the water, I have a bit of netting here so animals can get out if they do get into the water. It's amazing how few times animals have got into the water. And the little pump there, basically want to keep it dry, so I'll just cover it up because it's going to be outside. That's it. Have fun, and it's a very effective way of getting a fertiliser that virtually costs you nothing. Well, a few cents, as you can see.